Hello YouTube world and welcome back to Therapeutic Tuesday. I am Movement Mike Nimchek coming to you from Marshall, North Carolina. And today, as I still have the hip mobilization on my mind, I'm going to show you something that I've been working with personally for probably the last 5 days. I've been trying to do this pretty consistently to help open up my hips so that I can sit in seated position on the floor so that my knees can relax and my hips can further open up, especially here in the groin and what's called your adductors, being able to bring the legs back close together, those muscles, as opposed to your AB or abductors, which pull your legs out, which is the outer side here. This is going to stretch both of those muscle groups, your adductors and your abductors, abductors, right? So, the way in which I would do this is you want to organize so that your foot is in line with your knee, right? They're parallel to each other. And then you want to stack the other one on top. Now at first this seems really difficult for most people. I know it was for me. So you want to start by doing the Frogger stretch, which I did a video on last week, and I'll leave the link down below in the description. But you want to stack the ankle on top of the opposing knee. Now if it's really, really tight up, just try to, so if I was all the way up here, it's like close to my chest, I would try really hard to not only straighten and lengthen through my spine, like I'm being pulled from the top of my head, right? Keeping the belly button pulled in like we do for all exercises, but also trying to keep this top leg, right? The one that's trying to get stretched, trying to keep that butt cheek or sit bone on the floor, right? So you want both of your butt bones, both your sit bones, both butt cheeks, whatever you want to call it, on the ground as much as possible. I like to put my hands at the sides here and like make little finger tents just to keep that grounding force so I don't lift up that butt and try to keep the hips even. Again, core's pulled in, trying to keep both butt cheeks on the mat or on the floor, and you're breathing deeply. And just be aware you want to kind of have the knee and the foot in right underneath and on top of each other, right? So this bottom foot isn't like kinked in or not thrown all the way out. They should be stacked but on top of each other like fire logs. And eventually, as you know, you get better and better at this, you should be able to close them all the way down. I still can't do it, but I'm working with it. It's a process. So you're going to feel this in the low back, all around the hips. I feel it a lot in the bottom leg on the outside, or those abductors I was talking about. I feel it a lot in there. So kind of loosening that up. And I hold this side, I'd hold for 1 minute, and then I'd slowly switch and do the other side. Before I do switch, I just want you to know while you're doing this, if you feel any tension or pain in the knee area, especially your outside knee, outside part of the knee, then try to think about flexing your feet. So I'm pointing my toes right now. You want to flex them. Not only this one, but this one as well. Kind of flex them up towards your shins. The toes up towards the shins. Right? And that's going to protect your knee and keep the stretch happening in the hips, where it should be. Alright, so after that minute, you'd switch sides. Being very gentle and careful. Right? This is therapeutic, right? You're not pushing through this. Is it going to be uncomfortable? Absolutely. That's why it's beneficial. It's not supposed to hurt, it's just supposed to be uncomfortable. So you work on trying to maintain a steady, consistent breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Or if you're really, really working on mental strength and developing your psychological strength, then try and breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. It's more of a chi-like breathing technique to kind of seal the air and have just that one passageway in and out through the nose. Again, not necessary but it is kind of that next step. And so you'd hold this. Again, if you feel it in the knee, you want to flex the feet. And then you're breathing in here and out, breathing into those spaces. Now, if this is something that's easier for you, if you're a lovely lady or a very flexible man who is able to get the knee down to the foot, now you can start to lean forward. So I'll show you from the side. So showing you from this angle, you want to have proper posture cues, right? Belly button in and up, and shoulder blades squeezing behind you and down your back. So not only are you pulling the shoulder blades down your back, but you're also pushing them down with the upper part of your traps. And that way your head is away from the shoulders. All right, so from this angle, and you're leaning forward, you're bringing your chest forward. So you're leading with the center of your chest. Not your head, but your chest. Right? And that will further your hip stretch. So there you go. You have another stretch to use in your mobility toolbox, so to speak, that you can improve and continue to grow and become a better functioning, moving human being. I hope that you are able to try this. Let me know how it's going. Send pictures, whatever you want. If you would like, you can subscribe down below to this video channel. I would greatly appreciate it. If you feel this video deserves a thumbs up, please go ahead and do that as well. It helps me. And if you would like, you can follow me on any of the social media platforms that I have listed down below. And you can message me or contact me through that. Until next time, keep going and keep growing, physically, mentally, and emotionally stronger. Peace. All right. So there you have it. Another tool in you, another arsenal in your